Good afternoon, everybody. This is Scott DeCamp with CatchMark SportsNet. We're in the podcast room. We're pleased to have with us members of Fremont's girls basketball team. In this podcast specifically, we have the whole team here actually for Media Day today. And we're just going to talk about this season, how it's going for them, talk about their lives, talk about their coach who's usually ice fishing at this time this time of the year. But we are pleased to have with us Coach Peter Zerfus. Welcome to the podcast and welcome to girls basketball.
Thank you.
Yep, longtime boys basketball coach at Fremont. We have the two senior captains with us. We have point guard Katie Ackerman. How's it going?
Good.
Good. And we have small forward, even though she's tall, Jessica Bennett. Correct?
Yes.
All right. No, I was testing you and myself, but no, we're pleased to have them with us. They are off to a 2-1 start this season. They lost to Spring Lake in the opener, but then since then have beaten Oak Ridge and Montague. And 2-0 in the WBC Lakes. And coming off a 9-15 season, let's start with the girls here. What are your memories from last year? What did you guys learn? How did you guys grow throughout the season?
I feel like we had a pretty good team last year. We had really good team chemistry. We definitely struggled in the aspect of taking care of the ball and not turning it over and scoring as well. This year, I feel like we got a better attitude and mentality of what's upcoming, and we're really excited.
Can you concentrate with all the yelling and your teammates out there in the studio?
Sounds like the van on the way here.
Yes.
I think we got volume, so we're good because we had some audio issues. All right, so we're good. So, yeah, sorry for the interruption, but your thoughts last year. I mean, obviously you won your first-round district game against Newaygo and then lost to Montague in the district semifinal. So just thoughts, memories, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, last year was a lot of fun of just memories of how hard we worked. My favorite game was probably, Michigan Christian. We won by only like 2 points, and it was like a couple seconds till the last end of the game, and it was so crazy. But, yeah, just how hard we worked and the chemistry we had last year, and yeah, it was good.
They usually have a tough team, tough program, so that's a good win. But so, Peter, what brought you back? Because you had stepped down from the boys' position, and how long were you out?
I was only out 2 years. I thought after coaching so long I would be done, but basically there wasn't any ice on the lake, so I had to do something. No, I remember watching them last year, and I went to a lot of games, and I thought if there's the chance, maybe I'll put my hat back in and coach. And honestly, it's one of the best decisions I've ever made. It's been a lot of fun so far.
And you took a couple photos with these girls, one today and then one yesterday. Was it these girls?
I think it was these two. Yeah. It was,
what was that photo
it was
all about?
It was I had to tell a little white lie and say that I needed a photo for a media outlet, and then I got to take my sweatshirt off, and because we don't want a football sweatshirt on there, and. Yeah. I had a Dumb and Dumber shirt with arrows pointing at each of them, and they had no clue.
Well, I'm not going there because I'm just not gonna go there. I'll let you do that.
Yeah.
But no. So girls, what's it like having this guy at the helm? You know, last year I had Coach Zerlot, and you've had he was there for a bit, and now he got Coach Zerfus back in the mix. You know, on the girl side of things, what's it like? What's he like?
I think we got good relationships with him. I mean, he still is new, but we've definitely made good relationships with him and everyone on our team. I feel like really appreciates all the work that he's putting in for us. We're really working hard at practices and games and really trying to push the ball up the floor, and we have some goals set, and we're really excited.
Yeah.
What do you think, Katie?
Yeah. He knows how to make the game fun again, and just teaching us and just learning all new things and how to work hard and still have the speed and everything in it. It's just a lot of fun.
Well, you guys had some good things going at Fremont. You know, obviously the school's beautiful. It's been there a while now, but so beyond the facilities, you got some good teams coming through, boys and girls side. How exciting is it just to be part of that and hopefully put your own stamp on things, you know, this winter with basketball?
Yeah, well, it's our senior year, so this is our last chance, and we're super excited. Mm-hmm. We've been putting the work in, and we've been setting good goals, and we've been achieving them so far, and we're gonna just keep getting better and try to leave our mark.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Got anything to add, Katie?
No, I think she said it all. That was really good.
What about you, Peter?
It's nice that we've gotten off. We're 2-0 in our league, but I told them in the locker room yesterday, I said the greatest compliment a coach can have is when people come up and say how hard you work. You know, when they talk basketball, X's and O's, I don't necessarily always listen to that, but when they talk about how hard your team works, and that's what we've been getting over and over after every game. People I've coached before, alumni, people on the staff, they all talk about the same thing, and that's how hard this group works on the court. And it's for 32 minutes. So as a coach, that makes me really proud, and we're off to a good start as far as that goes.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this, and I should have mentioned it at the outset, but we want to thank White and Associates for sponsoring this media day. And they're on the screen here. You can kind of see it in the logo in the middle of the screen. So thank you so much for your support, supporting this team, first off. These athletes, student athletes, coaches, staff, everybody, the school, youth sports, high school sports, and then supporting us as well, obviously, with being able to help us do these things and put on these events. So thank you very much for that. So we're going to dive right into this. Any impersonations of Coach Surface that you got that you can bring to the table here?
He really talks about Bigfoot a lot, and he loves Bigfoot. So I feel like he would say something like, "I love Bigfoot."
Yeah, I'm not sure they're believers yet, but I'm working on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're working on it.
He spends a lot of time outdoors, so
Yeah, or hunting.
Yeah.
He's
What-
always talking about hunting.
what are some of his sayings?
Move, loser.
That's not to everyone. That's
No,
just
no.
to Jess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just,
Yeah,
or saying like
Because she can take it, right?
You can
Yeah.
run faster. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely said
or
to me
you're
too.
slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All positives.
All right.
There are a lot of positives too,
Yes.
but those ones just.
There are.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not going to play hard for somebody who you don't respect. So
Exactly. We all got a lot of respect for coaches.
that's good. It's good to have that mix, that balance, of some of the little jabs, but, some of the good stuff as well. That's good stuff too.
What I didn't realize is when I took the job and I knew I had to get to know the girls, and that means going to their activities that are not basketball. Everything would involve horses, which I hate. I hate horses.
I think I saw
So-
a Facebook post that you put out there. Is
This
that
one's
the case for both of you? I know that's the case for
Both
your
of them.
family, I think.
Yeah.
Both of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
both of them.
So you got some fans over here.
Yeah.
You want to turn around or not?
We have a different team, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, but I've seen, I think I'm Facebook friends with maybe your dad.
Yeah.
And so how deep does that go with agriculture, farming, horses, et cetera, for both of you?
Yeah, so I grew up on a farm, and that's what my family does. My dad's a pig farmer. My mom's a school teacher. So we've been all in our whole lives. My family grew up racing standardbreds, or I grew up with my family racing standardbreds, and then we got into the rodeo side of things. So my family, me and my sister college rodeos at Oklahoma State.
Oh, wow.
So we're all in. I mean, we spend a lot of time on the road in the summer, so it's definitely a mix of school life, athletics, rodeo. It's a lot, and it's fun.
So what's in your plans then after high school?
I think I want to keep playing basketball, maybe at MCC or KCC, but I'm not quite sure.
And then what about for you? Tell us a little bit about your background.
So I've shown horses since I was like 8 or 9. I don't come from a farm background like Jessica. Like my family owns their own business and stuff like that. But I grew up with horses. I had a little miniature pony, and then it all started from there. And now I have 3 horses now, and I plan on hopefully going to Michigan State and riding for the equestrian team there. So.
It was really pretty cool going to watch Katie and Riley show. It was here in Muskegon, and then going to watch Jessica rodeo in McBain at the cow camp, and it's just seeing them in a different environment other than basketball that's fun.
Yeah. So I got to ask you, do you think it's easier to get horses to do stuff or get players to do stuff?
It depends on the player, I guess. For me personally, the player, I'm scared of horses. I had to get a picture by him with Katie and Riley, and I didn't want to go anywhere near them. And they know I'm scared of them too. The horses do.
He was so scared. It was funny.
Yeah.
So what can you say, though, on a serious note, too, about each of these two, what they bring to the table, personality types, leadership, et cetera, because they are your captains.
Right. The leadership's the big thing. Just showing up and doing the work every single day. They're out front of everybody doing it, not waiting for everyone. When we run, they're out front. When they come to practice, they're first ones there. They're putting in the extra time. If we have open shoots, like all spring, all summer, they were there. So they're leading by example, not just with their words. That's what I could say about both of them.
And then what would you say about each other? Say something nice and say something maybe that might, like a hidden fact or something about the others might not know.
Ooh, saying something nice, that's not the easiest.
Okay.
I'm rubbing off on her, I think.
Yeah, a little bit. I think Katie is a terrific leader, and I think she's really stepped up, and I don't think this was totally in her comfort zone at the beginning, and I feel like she's stepped up and done a really good job, and she's definitely more boisterous, and I'm proud of her for it.
Nice.
6 assists and only 1 turnover last game. We'll throw that in there. That's pretty good.
That
We've been working
last
on
week,
that.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll say Jessica is a very, huge leader. She's amazing at it. She is, she's always someone you want to look up to, and she's always teaching others and just being positive and just, yeah, it's awesome to look up to her. And that.
What about like a hidden talent or hidden fact or something maybe slightly embarrassing about the other?
Every time she goes for a layup and is, just slightly touched, she flops on the floor.
Gotta act a little bit.
Yeah. I'd say she's the biggest flopper on the team.
Got to sell it, right? What do you got for Katie?
I feel like Katie is kind of like my mom sometimes. I get really nervous, and she's always like, it's okay. And then we're good. It's not really embarrassing, but she's very mom-ish, I would say.
And then what do you got on these two? Anything more?
Where do we start? No, not too much more. They're great. I don't know if I could have come into a better environment as far as being the first year varsity for girls and have better leaders and a better team. They've been outstanding. They've sort of accepted my style of coaching, I should say. They have to be there early. They can't, if it practices at 5, they better not be there at 5. They better be there early. For the most part, it's been pretty good, but once in a while when I raise my voice, they're pretty good about it. They can take it.
What do you guys think about the red blazer?
I think it's old school, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's just been in the closet for 2 years, didn't get washed, nothing. I just hung it up and just in case.
I like the tradition.
That's
Yeah.
right. He's had that for years, right?
Yeah, 21
What is
years.
the history of it again?
It dates back a while. It's mostly because it's school colors. But when I was a JV coach, I was sitting with the varsity coach who was anti-red blazer, and I didn't know that. And we were playing Holland Christian, who was state ranked, and the Hall of Fame coach on that side had a purple blazer. And I said, why don't we have a red blazer?
Is it
He has a purple.
Phelps? Was he the coach? Yeah.
Mickey Phelps.
Mickey Phelps, yep.
Yeah. And I've never heard that coach swear, and he swore at me. If you want a blazer, then you go get your own. It's like, all right, if I'm ever a varsity coach, I'm going to. And that's when I went and got one.
You should establish a dress code on game days. All red blazers when they walk in the gym.
We should. My last boys varsity team had those. Everyone had red blazers, but
They're like, what are you doing to us?
I don't know if that'd go over
Probably
so well
not,
with the girls.
But, probably not, but hey.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So we're getting tight on our time now, but anything you guys would like to add or any shout outs to anybody before we sign off on this podcast?
Shout out to the team.
Yeah.
No, I'd shout out to the team, but also the parents. They've been great. They've been really supportive. And then the White and Associates again for sponsoring this and setting it up for us because we had discussed it, but I didn't ask them. They went out and did it. So that was really
And
nice.
it's been great. They did that. We've had other businesses do that. Jeremy Parker in volleyball season with Anytime Fitness. He was great with that too. We've had a lot of businesses step up to support these high school teams, which is awesome. And how everyone wins, I think, in it.
Yeah. And I think that the last thoughts for me is just this team, we're getting there. We're slowly adapting to what I want done as a coach, and you can see it game by game and even practice by practice. They're getting better and better each game, and we're not even scratching the surface yet. I mean, there's talent on this team, and it's exciting to watch them.
Well, thanks again one more time to White and Associates for supporting this. And thanks, of course, to our guests, senior captains Jessica Bennett and Katie Ackerman and head coach Peter Zerfus. I'm Scott DeCamp with CatchMark SportsNet. Thanks for watching Fremont Girls Basketball Media Day podcast. Keep an eye on this team. I think they're going to keep getting better throughout the season. They're already making strides, and it's only 3 games in. So best wishes to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You did good.